Did you know that more than half of your body is made up of bacteria? In fact, there are more bacterial cells in your body than human cells. UC Berkeley scientists discovered that a common diarrhea-causing bacterium, Listeria monocytogenes, produces electricity using an entirely different technique from known electrogenic bacteria, and that hundreds of other bacterial species use this same process. Many of these sparking bacteria are part of the human gut microbiome. These electric bacteria are just a few amongst trillions. That's with a T of bacteria that live inside our bodies. The human body contains trillions of microorganisms, outnumbering human cells by an incredible 10 to 1. Because of their small size, however, microorganisms make up only about 1 to 3% of the body's mass but play a vital role in human health. Researchers at the Human Microbiome Project, HUMP, sampled 242 healthy U.S. volunteers, collecting tissues from 15 body sites in men and 18 body sites in women. Researchers collected up to 3 samples from each volunteer at sites such as the mouth, nose, skin, and lower intestine. They found that each body site can be inhabited by organisms as different as those in the Amazon rainforest and the Sahara Desert. Historically, doctors studied microorganisms in their patients by isolating pathogens and growing them in culture. This painstaking process typically identifies only a few microbial species, as they are hard to grow in the laboratory. At HUMP, researchers purified all human and microbial DNA in each of more than 5,000 samples and analyzed them with DNA sequencing machines. Using computers, researchers sorted through 3.5 terabases of genome sequence data to identify specific genetic signals found only in bacteria. The variable genes of bacterial ribosomal RNA called 16S-rRNA. Bacterial ribosomal RNA helps form the cellular structures that manufacture protein and can identify the presence of different microbial species. This may seem strange, but it is actually quite normal. Bacteria play an important role in keeping our bodies healthy and functioning properly. Where doctors had previously isolated only a few hundred bacterial species from the body, HUMP researchers now calculate that more than 10,000 microbial species occupy the human ecosystem. Moreover, researchers calculate that they have identified between 81 and 99% of all microorganismal genera in healthy adults. Microbes inhabit just about every part of the human body, living on the skin, in the gut, and up the nose. Sometimes they cause sickness, but most of the time, microorganisms live in harmony with their human hosts, providing vital functions essential for human survival. Humans don't have all the enzymes we need to digest our own diet. Microbes in the gut break down many of the proteins, lipids and carbohydrates in our diet into nutrients that we can then absorb. The microbes also produce beneficial compounds, like vitamins and anti-inflammatories that our genome cannot produce. Anti-inflammatories are compounds that regulate some of the immune system's response to disease, such as swelling. Researchers were surprised to discover that the distribution of microbial metabolic activities matters more than the species of microbes providing them. In the healthy gut, for example, there will always be a population of bacteria needed to help digest fats, but it may not always be the same bacterial species carrying out this job. It appears that bacteria can pinch hit for each other. It matters more that a metabolic function is present, not which microbial species provides it. Moreover, the components of the human microbiome clearly change over time. When a patient is sick or takes antibiotics, the species that make up of the microbiome may shift substantially as one bacterial species or another is affected. Eventually, however, the microbiome returns to a state of equilibrium, even if the previous composition of bacterial types does not. It's pretty amazing that we have more bacterial cells in our bodies than human cells. This is something to think about the next time you consider yourself a single organism. It also means that we need to take care of our bacteria by keeping them healthy and diverse. Are you surprised by this information? Let us know in the comments below.